on this roof. That's what I be doing. No, I just used to y'all said
From London to the Queen. This hammer, gold hammer, every hammer, dirty hammer. And the rest is on its way to justice.
10, 9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
it's all because of Dre.
It's definitely going to be an interesting night. I can already feel it. So listen.
Welcome back, America.
Oh, boy, we got to get situated and got to get comfortable. Happy Wednesday. So, you going to wear the headphones tonight? You got them headphones, don't you?
I'll put it back on.
I'm waiting for this to stay connected. It is. I can see it on here, so I'm waiting for it to fully get connected so that we can kick off this happy, wonderful, and it might be best if we just do it where it's straight Wi-Fi and we don't. It's okay. So we do like this.
Best thing to go out my pants.
I can't with you today.
And again, you might. I mean,
so check it out. Listen.
5-minute break. Come back in.
I'm gonna let it do what it does for right now. I mean, if it's
Okay.
how bad is it?
Skipping though.
I really do think it probably better just to say Wi-Fi. Listen.
Go for the Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Go for the Wi-Fi. Sorry, y'all. Momentarily.
It's not going.
When you tell me that,
That's when you screamed out Coca-Cola now.
We told you the entire time.
but they nobody said anything to it. Nobody.
I'm gonna just see what it does. Why are you playing that? It might have been what it was the entire time.
Real analogish.
All right,
Try this again.
we're gonna try it again, and we're gonna let it be what it's gonna be today. No, I'm gonna let it do what it does. It's this. It's got to be nuts. All right, so we're gonna roll with it. I keep watching it. If anything shifts or changes, I will absolutely, without the shadow of a doubt, let you know. And without further ado, happy Wednesday. So today is Wednesday, and we're actually going to, what you're seeing right now, actually, we're going to talk about what's really behind the scenes.
What's
Earlier
really
today in
good?
the show, we talked about different aspects of us, like Chris versus Crystal, E versus Ian, Hurt versus Shondell. And the reason why we went government names is because when we get on here, we're who we are. We laugh, we joke, we cut up, but behind the scenes, we're very business oriented when we start digging into our business conversation.
So I didn't know you were giving government. Like you could have just said Hurt and then versus Hurt Ricks.
You can tell who doesn't watch the videos.
Did you know she was using Our government.
He knew everything.
He kind of sent us the promo.
You
I saw that, but I thought
don't pay no damn attention.
you say Shondell in the video too.
I spelled it out with one L. So
So in other words, you saying when we're not on here and we're out there, we're here.
we get real. And I wanted to really stand in and talk to you both because a lot of people will see stuff like, oh, the video came out, oh, the flyer was done, oh, this and that was handled. But there's so many different aspects to everything that we do. And I really wanted to poke in on those. Like right now, I know that we're talking, but in about a few seconds, I'm going to start doing what Chris does best. And that's, I'm going to start digging all in this computer and making the connection as strong as possible. But in that same conversation, in that same conversation, there's bits and pieces that you both have to stand in on. Kirk, I really wanted to have a moment where I talked with you today about influence. Every time we get a visit, and I told you this earlier, you always want those people who you worked with entrepreneur-wise to talk about how they got started. But a lot of that's tips and ideas that you take with you in everything that we do. On that same token, Kirk will like have an idea for 30 minutes, and then we'll be like, squirrel.
Attention gone.
Retry. And it takes.
Where we get our chicken wings.
Right. Speaking of wings, but then it takes you to bring us back. And
Don't lie to the people, man. Y'all, I'm like Booby Miles. God give. I like Booby Miles, baby. You want to win?
So
Put Booby in.
And this is time or no, that's honestly we keep everything. We get the salad.
Man, that silent treatment ain't no damn. It's doing the thing. It's really.
I was Ricky Rose.
Okay. We do get the silent treatment when we don't listen, because we're supposed to do what we're supposed to do, and it's not so much as a punishment, but it's holding us accountable for the shit that we
very much so
said that we were going to do. So tonight, you're going to learn behind the scenes of everything that we do, from accountability, creativity, consistency, and what made us grow, to influence, and then the whole 9 yards of the just having that mindset of what it takes, getting an idea, running with it, and building it. I'm gonna start actually with you, Ian.
Oh, Lord. Take this sip.
When so originally,
as I sip my drink, I'm sure somebody spit it.
oh my god,
You remember that on Dave Chappelle, bro?
what's wrong with it? So originally we all sat together, and Herc came to us, and Herc came in and was like, we should do a podcast about music. That's what happened. Herc said we should do a podcast about music after featuring on the podcast when we had y'all on. But in normal, still in Herc fashion, I think that conversation happened in August. And then in September. Then I think it was October when Ian got tired of us playing. We were gonna run with the Knights at the Round Table. You remember that?
Yeah.
And we were like, it's not catchy. We had a big round table with night pictures, and we were like, it's not catchy enough. We don't really like it. And we got on the call, and you came up with, I said the best conversations happen in the barbershop or at the spades table. And you said, what about conversations that suit?
Yeah. No. Pretty dope. All of us agreed on that though.
But you came out with it, and we ran with it because it was really great. And then it's freezing a lot, but we can't stop it tonight.
Tonight we talking about podcasting.
We talking about podcasting. It's the night it started freezing.
Don't give away that secret sauce.
We hate that it's freezing, Mo. It's driving us crazy.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, our buns got sesame seeds. Y'all buns ain't gonna have no seeds.
We can't get it to not do it. I don't know.
We got to go to North.
But if you catch us on TikTok, if you go to Ambitious Chris on TikTok, you can catch us live, and it's not freezing there. So either way, you can watch us, and it won't miss it. But we apologize that it's freezing right now.
Nice plug for her page, wasn't it?
Ain't it?
I caught it.
10,000 people.
I caught it.
Hey, that's a big number there, man.
You said conversation that suit, and then in normal Crystal and Ian fashion, we sat down and ran through that name, and I like the acronym CTS, and you came up with the idea of the space minutes to maybe sat down for 5 or 6 minutes and literally sent it back to you what it should look like, and then we ran with it. And that's when you gave us that name.
Yeah,
you were the big joker.
Yeah, he did.
I was just as well because you never knew what to expect. Then my birthday's been second.
Nobody cares. Go back to the story. You're bragging on us.
Bragging on us.
Go ahead. Please.
And that's why you the joker.
That's cool. Tell the truth though. Go ahead.
I'm telling the truth. So after me and Ian finished everything, Herc showed up. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Nigga Booby Miles us, yo. Showed up like
late, but always on time. Forever late, but always on time.
But we sat down and we brainstormed and we thought through everything. It took a lot because Ian had to keep us focused. Like every week, Ian was like, "What are we doing?" Yeah. And we learned a lot. Me and Ian, because the nerd in us made us research everything. So a lot of people are like, "Oh, can you catch us on Spotify or Amazon?" But it was you either realize you had to subscribe to the RSS, and you have to be subscribed to RSS and load it there, and then give people the RSS code after you get subscribed to even get it to load to Amazon or Spotify or Apple. And then came to getting on this with what's this thing? StreamYard.
Oh, shout out to StreamYard.
Shout out to StreamYard.
Shout out to StreamYard.
Because StreamYard was what allowed us to stream live on Facebook, and it also is what allowed us to stream live on YouTube.
Which gave us the capability to speak with our viewers in real time.
And it gave us the capability to speak real time where we talk to you all. Like we can see Jamal telling us what sounds, and we get our close friends and family to send us messages and go, "You sound like this," or "You don't," because at that time we didn't have microphones and headphones, so we couldn't hear that stuff real time.
I remember the first joint was in the barbershop.
Yeah, we was that teasy. Shout out to
we
Tyler.
We did. We've done a Red Rooster. Is it the Red Rooster that song?
We did Red Rooster as well.
Yes.
You had people in the back yelling orders like, "It ain't no fries in the back. They cold."
Turn the music up. We don't care if they doing their show.
We got a damn podcast.
Oh, that's like that girl who was, "You want another pie? You want another gin and coke, sweetie? You want another this?" No, we don't need no more damn water. And if you sweeted it one more time, you're gonna make me have to.
We were better off doing our podcast in the bathroom.
We sound like we were in the bathroom. Yeah. But it took a lot of growth, and like we did it where we were all virtual, and then like right now we're still with the internet situation. But at that time, when you're virtual, you see a whole lot of the internet situations pop up. So then we said, well, let's come together. We came together at the table and we tried to do it where we had the phones up, and the phones were good, but the sound was not. We thought about the sound.
We thought about that sound. We bought little mic t-shirts.
Yeah, we did all that. Yeah,
everything. Ian is the one. So Ian's big on quality.
Yes.
Huge on quality. Me, I'm
I don't like it's good with quality is, but like I'm not big pin over this. Go ahead, go back to Ian. So tell the lines about Ian.
If it was up to her, we'd be out here with a notepad from the Dollar Tree
and styrofoam cups with a wire.
So let me tell you how it really goes. Ian's gonna tell us we're not gonna put our name on just nothing. Whatever we touch, it's got to be quality. We can't just have it just any kind of way.
Ends of perfection.
Ian's a definite perfectionist.
It's not perfectionist, man. When you put your name on something,
We won't even let you say it like that.
No, that's true.
look, when you put your name on something, man, you want your name to be equivalent to immaculate. You know what I'm saying? They want professionalism. When they say CTS, oh, them 3 people out there burning.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Jamal, they asked us, yo, can y'all be the official podcast for our Juneteenth? Big ass celebration we have out here in Columbia. And they asked us to do it because
the largest Juneteenth in the nation.
They knew we was gonna bring that quality. You know what I'm saying? I don't ever want to be. If y'all know that meme when they be like, "Yo, if you call somebody and they don't pick up, I give you $1,000." I don't want to be the nigga you think of calling.
You're not.
I'm just saying. I don't want to see.
You are the one we think of calling because you're not going to pick up.
Damn. Come on, man, on the bus left and right.
She doing it a lot, but at the same time, I can't fight her because she's still like.
I'm going to tell the truth.
So what the truth?
But that's.
I'm going to call it how we really are. You are going to be the one that you're not going to let us just put out anything.
No, he's not.
Now, Ian's going to throw the suggestion of what we should do out. Crystal's going to pull out and buy things and be like, I did this and this and this. And you're going to give me the look of, we didn't tell you to do that.
I ain't tell you to do that, yo.
Perk is going to come back and go, what you do? What you do? What you do? Why did you do that? But then he's going to come back and he will have, like, if Herc called and put an APB out right now, 17 people will be outside in 6 seconds. Like, he is the original throw your hat up in the air and everybody shows up.
No, don't believe that.
I believe it. All of North Main will be outside in 6 minutes. It is true. But when you bring influence, ambition, creativity, and you bring structure and quality together, that is what brought us together, because that's what made us think about it. You're going to tell us, Chris, they not want to hear that. They're talking to me. They want to say this. We should do this. We should do that. Ian's going to say, we can't just get out there and have to sit out there looking any kind of way. We're going to have to come out with our best and make sure that it's this and that. So anything that I've presented, from the flyers down to making sure the tablecloth stuff is done, these is things that Ian and I literally draw stuff out before we print it out.
Right.
Like literally it's a sketch or a computer generated vision before we make it down to this table. When we did that and we put the thing on there, we sent it, said, how does that look? And then we did the same thing with the bottles. There's so much that comes behind it. We literally didn't go on Amazon and say, oh, we're going to order this, this, and this. And we just get out there and do it. And we winged it with nothing. We winged it with 3 cell phones and a StreamYard.
No, we did.
Laptop.
And a laptop.
We did.
Now, I'm going to tell y'all right now, if y'all want to start one, worry about your sound. These cell phones give a quality picture. We just upgraded to 4K because we want to, trying to go to that next level. Yeah,
it did. So what happens? It'll pop up over there if so we're live with this, but we also have TikTok up right now. My TikTok is up, and what'll happen is when someone tries to join in to go in with us, it'll pop up and tell, but let it go down.
Okay. I didn't need the tutorial of TikTok University. And what were you saying, bro? Before I cut you off, I'm sorry.
Since Herc is the oldest one, sometimes he's not so technologically.
I'm still. I said, yeah, that's what I want to say. Say it again. This is the second show.
Are you technically
inclined?
So
2 shows in.
We give him headphones, and now he hears everything.
I heard. I know last week you missed
your.
I wasn't pulling the SARS out. She thought I know how to. She didn't think I knew how to spell xylophone.
Say Fantasia.
Huh?
Say Fantasia.
Fantasia.
Nah, you were Fantasia.
But like right now though, we're gonna show y'all a quick clip of where we came from.
Did you put that one on here yet? I need to load that one up.
You didn't load it?
No. You see what
That's what I'm saying. I sent it to her today at 12:30. She said, I got you. I'm gonna get it loaded. That's a good video. And
it is actually a really great video.
We'll put just subscribe to our channel and we'll put it on the shorts. Y'all can check us out.
Because it showed where we came from. Like the first clip he has in it is us the way we were on our phones at home. Are you in the garage with the blanket behind you?
With the Ravens.
Yeah.
I'm in the living room by my little corner.
Yeah.
You don't see my kid. He upstairs on the couch.
Did you call?
He the only one that
did
got
you say my government in there too? Like is this in the group chat?
No.
Is this another one I missed?
It is, because you be missing the group chat.
I be working, man. You know I'm working. Right?
He be working. He be working.
So are we gonna go to it? Who's behind production over there?
We don't.
You want to do production next season?
No. Quick, fast, and hurry.
But tonight, we're just honestly we're giving it to you raw and uncut. We're letting you know because everybody sees us, and no matter where we go, I want to start a podcast.
Yeah,
it's not a matter of just getting online and talking.
No.
We'll hear stuff like, I want to do this. It's not just jumping out there with it. It actually takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of time.
It took a minute to get right there.
It took a minute. This right here is season 3, year 2 in the making. And we still got cameras. There's light sponsorships. There's so much more that we want. Building a YouTube channel.
We haven't reached our zenith. We're not even halfway there. My whole thing is like, we still more importantly too, like what makes our podcast fun, we don't feel like we just taking a few hours out of our day or whatever. We just feel like we really chill because that's what we do. We really chill. We're goofy and all. You know, we are innovative. We like to come up with ideas. We like to bounce off one another. Oh, you're goofy. Listen, you're goofy. I saw you trip up over stairs. If I can put the camera on, and
I ain't goofy.
I saw you slip 4 times.
You ain't seen nothing.
No alcohol around.
No.
Sobriety 100, and you tripping up.
Cooler than a polar bear.
But no, I mean, like you being able to sit here and be able to bond with your co-host, whatever. It's cool. Like, I love this group because at the same time, like you're I love y'all.
Oh.
You're allowed to be yourself. You're allowed to be yourself no matter what it is, flaws and all. So my whole thing is like when you have something that's going on, that's when the cameras are off, and that's what really matters because we're allowed to be ourselves and show our vulnerability. When we're doing that, we're actually friends. We actually care about one another. You know, I actually care about what they got going on and vice versa. And on my behalf, I like the fact that they really, really, honestly, it just be a whole bunch of ideas in the big bald head dude, you know, but they allow me to lock myself in a room and just dream and come out with everything I want. And they know I have 13 pieces of paper with everything written over, but I have no problem illustrating. And then that's when the magic happens because they have dreams too. And my thing is like, if I get a piece of it, I want to go out and promote it because if Chris get a hair shop today, that's my shop because it's my people's shop. If you get a car lot today, that's my car lot because it's my people's car lot. You understand what I'm saying? So like when you genuinely care for someone and their well-being on and off the camera, it's just like a camera's just on. That's it. I was having a sentimental moment, and you over here talking about the damn Jergens or Palmers. I don't care.
So I was telling y'all I got you for life because Ian was telling me his percentage of the store that you apparently said I got, and I was just making sure we straight.
33%.
But it's so much behind it. Like Ian gets on me a lot because while everybody else is sleeping, I am up at 1, 2, and 3 o'clock in the morning making flyers, looking at ideas, building YouTube pages.
Morning to the flyer, bro. Like what time? 1:38.
I might be walking up the stairs and I'm like, oh, that would be a dope idea. And I will literally sit in my bed and I can't, once I start something,
you can't go to sleep.
I can't stop.
That's not my problem. I hit the pull on that shit.
But that's the beauty of it, bro. Like what I'm saying is like you really allowed to dream. And my whole thing is like you may be asleep, but once you get it and you see how it's illustrated and you really believe in it, bro, you know what you say? Okay, well, this is what you can do. And we got to do this by this time. So like sometimes telling you is a curse because the wheels are rolling.
They don't stop. If you come to me with the idea, I cannot stop until whatever is. It's almost like it's something like you got to just you regurgitate.
You got to get
all comes out
because everything's right there. The passion is right there.
It's right there.
Like that's why when we finish events, we gotta meet the next day because we gotta have all that passion, good and bad, and write it down.
So you gonna just tell them the truth? Like you regurgitate it right then because you don't forget. We just forget everything.
We forget now. We
I forget everything. I forget
everything.
I'll write it down.
I have a habit where it's me. I have to roll with it. Ian will look at me and go, put the phone down. Stop. Don't do it. Her could tell me, I'm not gonna tell you an idea, sis, because if I tell you, you're gonna run with it. Like,
and we don't need it to 2025.
Right. But you're gonna get it in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I took a look at one person's YouTube page, one podcast that we wanted to aspire to get towards, and built the one that we had in 35, 40 minutes.
That's another thing, man. Don't be ashamed to see what these people are doing and see how you can take a piece from them, and put your shit together.
Right.
Like when I'm going through social media right now, I'm like, yo, damn, that was dope. I'm gonna tell my people about that. Damn, they did this was dope. How can we
Right.
flip it?
Right.
Now, I'm not gonna bite what you did verbatim, but I'm telling you, I'm taking a
No,
piece of
you're
it.
motivated, bro.
Yeah, I'm just saying it motivates, and that's
It motivates. So
it
like, you know,
motivates you. Shout out to all these other podcasts I be watching, man. Ate at the table,
I mean, hamburgers just didn't stop
The
at
pivot,
McDonald's. You feel what
all
I'm
of
saying?
them, ate at the table, the
conversation,
pivot, talk conversations.
yeah, drink
When
champs, all of that, bro. You take a piece of it and put your spin on it, and you know
the
you
chemistry
get
you see
CTS.
on camera is really what we really have in real life. When the camera's off, we sit and do this. Like this is what
Yeah.
we do, but we get real business and we get serious in a moment because we're serious about what we do.
Yeah.
We're passionate about what we do as well, but we do this and then some. So one of the things, Hurt, that I wanted to bring in today, because you get approached by a lot of people about influence. Oh,
That's the
can you
rumor.
help the? Here it goes. Can you help this grow? Can you bring out these people? But Hurt, to be honest, you're not big on social media. Like you don't believe that social media is the only marketing.
Hurt
No.
social media.
Hurt hates social media.
I don't like social.
You're like the most social introvert in the whole world.
Yeah. Yeah.
But but you're so damn good
Yeah,
at it.
yeah.
How do you influence people?
I'm not comfortable with the title influencer, but I'm cool with talking on it. How about that? Honestly, just motivated the influencers who keep me influenced and motivated. I learned to take my time with those who are worth my time, and you can pour into those people. And then when you pour into those people, you need certain things. You actually got to be genuine and care about their needs. So, as much credit as I like to take, I really can't. I got to throw it back to the community. That's why I say spread love the metro way. That's really why that's my mantra, because even as far as promotion, there's been times the DJ went home more money than me, but I have my name, my face, and you just try to keep those people that are doing positive things. You try to stay around them, and like you say, get motivated through their actions and what they got going on. So it's not really you. You just happen to be the right people in the right place, right time, represent yourself, and I think the best place to do that is Columbia, South Carolina, the metro, and that's it. So
From Metro Certified to Spread Love the Metro Way, you have the ability to bring this to Kicking It with Dads. You have the ability to bring the city out. And one of the things that and a lot of us have it, but there's a certain type of person. Everybody can't do that. You can have the most money, you can have a lot of different things, but when your natural personality, your genuine charm brings people out, it's a gift and a skill. When you are talking to people and they're trying to be event promoters, what do you tell them they need to learn to do that?
shouts out to Ken Mickle. We started off with Blueprint. Excuse me. It was just basically us and flyers, and we were chilling. Bro used to always come through, but the whole thing is we had to get a team. So sometimes when we were over here, we were from District 1. And T and Mario, they're all from District 2. My whole thing is they had influence. So when they're at the events, I got to make sure they need everything they got, and they're going to bring in District 2. Now, my whole thing is if I could be somewhat of what they pretty much projected me to be, if I could be 50% of that,
Right.
I'm pretty much living up to what they brought that crowd to. And it's worked tremendously. So the younger person, I'm telling him to get a team, build a partner, don't let money get in the way. Ken and I never had an argument, ever. We never had an argument. Ken, again, will allow me to go out and build a house. But Ken honestly knew I missed a screw or two, or forgot to put the light bulbs in. And, he was going more so make sure everything was good. So you gotta be willing to let your partner be them in their season. And when it's not their season, you gotta step up to your season. So again, the back to like what works well with us. Build a team. Build a team. Be selfish with your selflessness with each other. Back one another, and stay honest. Stay honest to what you stand for, good or bad.
I like that a lot.
I'm glad that you said you like that, because
Why
now
is
I'm
that?
coming over to you. Because I've always said we are a three-headed monster. Herc will dream it. I'm gonna plan it, but you're going to make sure that we execute it.
Yes,
So
yes, it will.
when
I love bro for that.
you heard the things that we wanted to do and the stuff that the visions and ideas. And that's no slight to you and your ideas because you come through with a different type of vision.
A little shot fired, but okay.
You don't see the things like we see it, but it's a great thing you don't see it like we see it.
Not
'Cause
a
I told
humble
you,
bone in his body. Go ahead.
this man will have us with a Dollar Tree notepad. I'm going to probably buy $6,000 worth of stuff. You're going to take all the stuff
Did
out
you
of
hear
my
that,
house.
America? A Dollar Tree notepad. All this is asking for is a little bit of risk action.
That's it.
She was going to spend $6,000.
Ian goes through my Amazon cart. It's 600 and it's 60. It's 50 of the most
Look where we're at.
quality
Yeah.
items. But you are a strategic planner in everything.
Yes,
From
he is.
when you have a function to whatever you do, Ian, you are phenomenal with planning. How do you keep the Wonder Twins in order?
How do I keep y'all in order? I don't keep y'all in order.
Yeah, you do, bro.
I-
No, I'm not.
no,
It's not something.
No, I'm just. I
Like,
don't keep y'all in order. I just.
Nah, because now we about to
No,
keep
you
hard
hold
for a
us
moment.
accountable, bro. You hold us accountable. Like
I hold you
was-
accountable. Keeping it order, two different things, bro. But it's like you said. When I'm having a function, I feel like when we go on every Wednesday, we're having a function. And when I do something in my crib, everybody, hey, what you need me to bring? Good vibes. Because
right,
if I invite you somewhere, nigga, I got everything covered.
right.
And when you walk out the door, you're never gonna be like, yo, E ran out of this, E ran out of that. No, the fuck he didn't. He had plenty of it. So when CTS comes on, it gave us everything we wanted to hear that night. It gave us the
Right.
funny, the smart, and a little bit of the sad if it's one of them topics. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give you everything. So, like you said, head monster, everybody brings something to say about this. Make sure you're bringing what you're supposed to be bringing.
Right.
It's just that Chris, you're gonna be the Dan Rather. You know, you have that radio voice. Herc has the knowledge and funny. I have the time and structure. You put all that together, nigga. Look where we at.
Right.
All
Right.
the Angie Martinez is in the world. And I gotta be Dan Rather.
No, I like Dan Rather for you.
I'm saying,
I like Dan Rather for you.
But I got
Not Wendy, not Angie.
I didn't want you to be one of them. You know what I'm saying?
But I got
Dan Rather been on the air for years.
She didn't understand when you were throwing her lobby, bro.
because he does. I got to give him credit on this one. I had ideas in my head for years, but when it partnered with your structure, I mastered and executed a lot of things that I've dreamed about doing. And I appreciate that.
And that came from Siri Rodriguez. That's my mother, y'all. Really get on my nerves, but without her, I wouldn't be as structured and prepared for life as I am.
Shouts out
There was
to
a
your
method
mom.
to her madness, and I'll be damned if I didn't realize it the minute I purchased my own shit.
I ain't lying. When they say you get better when the right people get in your corner, they
That's
are
true.
not lying because the best came out of us in the
Yeah.
last couple of years.
I can honestly say, because like kicking it with dads was an idea in the garage, right, bro?
It's definitely Irish Garage.
And we did what we were supposed to do. And then I met Chris, and Chris said, "Yo, next year we
Yeah, I brought her in as one of my volunteers.
You did. That as you
But
should.
that's
As
how God planned that thing.
yeah, but that's
Because
what I'm
as I
saying.
brought her in for that, that's when she was like, yo, my man want us on his podcast. It all happened that day at Kicking It with Dads. Remember you asked me and I was like, yo, I can't go on this.
Don't get that.
I can't go on
credit.
this musical conversation without my nigga Hurt.
Shouts out to that sorry as Clemson loving
Hook.
fan.
Ah.
Shouts out to Hook.
What up, Hook?
I wouldn't have. So I've always wanted to podcast. I got on Hook's show, and Hook said, "Have you ever considered podcasting?" I said, "I don't know where to start." He said, "Do a couple of shows with me and see if you can get the hang of it." Hook and I did a year of shows, not a
Right.
couple. And then the music came out, and I asked you to come on here do the music with me, and you said I can't do a music podcast without my boy Herc. And then I met you.
Dun, 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 dun.
And everything came full circle with that moment.
All in that day. We got
All
CTS.
in that day.
We got Kicking It with Dads.
Yeah, we did. Wow, I'm serious. I'm just really taking this in. We really did.
How sister passed out them waters turned into call sis. We got a question, call sis.
Right, for real. It was such a weight lifted. I swear to God.
But that's part of my structure where I know people talents. I know who to put with who.
You do.
Yes,
You are good
yes.
with that.
You know who to put with who, and I mean, like
I
I say,
will-
y'all, I just gotta show the fuck up.
I will
I'm gonna
never
get my 33%
ever-
one way or the other.
and I don't like to tell him he's right, because when you tell him he's right, ain't a humble bone in his body, right?
Not a humble bone.
Not a humble bone. But when you're right, you're right. And when you
That's just
said
normal all the time.
there's a greatness in you and I'm gonna make you bring it out, you have literally made me bring out everything, and you make me stick to it. And then I get on your back because it's displacement. I got to.
I know where it's coming from. I don't ever want you to think I don't know where it's coming from. And then I sort of trash ass text like, The weather good on your side? He's like, bro, you stay 10 miles away. Did you turn it in or not?
Is it raining at your house?
One time I was prepared to throw my phone away, be like, I didn't get the call. Just like throw the whole phone away instead of being just held accountable by bro.
I gotta give y'all your credit when I say you back me like no other. God knows we go through and support each other. We push each other too, because I get on your nerves on a regular basis.
Yes.
That's only days that end.
No,
yes.
I mean, yes,
And
till
I
we back.
know we aggravate you.
No, y'all don't aggravate me at all. I swear y'all don't. I promise you.
Liar. We drive you crazy, but we appreciate you though.
It's supposed to though.
It's,
If everything is smooth sailing, we gonna get no quality. And I'm all about quality over quantity.
And you are huge on quality. You say
Yes.
something all the time, and even though I debate with you a lot,
My name is my name.
Woo, ain't that his saying?
That's his joint.
But
He
you
means-
made
Shout
us,
out to my boy Marlo from The Wire.
you
know,
made us watch what we put our name on now.
You got it, nigga. Don't put your name on no bullshit.
No, that's real.
Like
Don't,
I ain't gonna.
no, don't put your name. Don't put your time with it.
But your name is everything, bro. When they hear the name Hurt Ricks, Crystal Soul, nigga, they gonna hear perfection.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to hear Chris and be like, I don't know, man. Last time somebody said they asked her to do something, he ain't. No, nigga. No.
Right.
That is not what my people are gonna be. When you hear my name, when you hear their name, it's gonna be like, yup, the niggas I want. Without even thinking how much they gonna cost. I don't give a damn how much they cost.
No, you're right.
I know what their name is gonna bring. I
Right.
know what quality they gonna give us. So
You got it, even in like the nightlife, like we were talking earlier. You got to keep a good name. Like I said,
keep a
like
good name.
You're big on that too.
yeah, you got to keep a good name. Because my whole thing is like, I'd rather give you what you're complaining about before I let you just sit here and just rock my name down.
Right.
You know, like I said, I've been a part of 71 plus events, 70 plus events. But I've never,
That's it.
ever had to break up a fight.
He missed 71,000.
No, serious. I never ever had to break up a fight. I don't even know what it feels like to break up a fight. And I would like to think that's because I'm cool. But everybody within your event, if they rock with you, they become your security because they automatically shift their paradigm. Like I know how to act here because such and such invited me here, or this is my man's joint, or
Exactly.
so when you go around, you got bottles. We used to go around. Remember the old joint? Buy you a drink.
Yeah.
By
T-Pain.
T-Pain and what's the boy name? Young Jock. Yo, Ken, we get a bottle brown, I get a bottle white, and we just circle the party. Of course, we serve the women first. You know what I'm saying?
For the ladies.
For the ladies.
Take care of the ladies.
If you involved with anything we got going on, y'all, what's my slogan? Take care of the ladies. To hell with them guys.
that really is your slogan.
I'm serious because at the same time, like you just realize like how much goes on when women are involved to get things done, and you realize like it's no competition with women. They're there to straighten your bow tie. They're there to make sure you're on time. They're there to make sure your clothes match. Every now and again, not every group, but it's males, it's egos. So you got to be kind of timid because you love the person that you're working with, but at the same time, that love can interfere with what's really needed at the process of getting things done.
Right.
And you don't want that. I don't want that pressure because I want to be fair to everybody. And even if somebody get over on you, you still got to have a clear head because if you turn a gorilla, it's not gonna be a table move. I want to take down the whole roof, and people call you crazy. But you got to hold yourself accountable in everything.
Question for both of you. Either one of you can start. I don't care which one. But with your quality and perfection and your influence and
not
experience,
perfect, man. Only perfect being was Jesus.
Negro. We didn't say you were perfect. We said you are a perfectionist.
The boy did bring one box of white and it fed 500 people.
Meticulous.
500 people. One box of white. Chef store, St. Andrews. I got the receipt. 500 people.
For y'all, Columbia nightlife, not even nightlife, Columbia's entertainment circle.
Mm-hmm.
What is it lacking, and what does it need?
Diversity.
Oh yeah, that's a good one, bro.
I love everybody in Columbia, man. Like her say, spread love the Metro way. But I don't go to a lot of these parties because I'm gonna see the same motherfucker every time.
Yes.
Like we gotta have something that's gonna bring different people out.
Yes.
The only thing, because Columbia has nice spots. We have good-looking women. You know what I'm saying? We got great DJs, but it's the same DJ at every party, and the same people are showing up.
I agree.
And that's not a bad thing. Like I said, I love everybody in Columbia, but if I miss this Thursday, I got to worry. I can see the same thing next Thursday.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like consistency. Like when y'all boys was doing when T and Stro was doing first Friday Caprioska, niggas couldn't wait till first Friday.
Right.
It wasn't the same thing they was at next Saturday or next Friday after that. No, nigga, you have to wait till the first Friday of the month for that to pop.
Right.
That's what I'm just saying. You gotta have something like that. Other than that, it's always a good time for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I think the brunches are getting better. I think day parties are taking over, which I love. I'm a nigga like to be in bed by 10 o'clock.
We're getting older,
So,
yeah.
I'm just
love
saying,
that.
I like to be party at 4, drunk by 8, sleep by 10.
Right.
I think that
Right.
shit is beautiful.
Doesn't that sound good?
I
Sounds
used
great.
to love to be up all night,
No.
and you just killed that.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm grown, nigga. There's a reason why they say
Made
your
it-
body needs to stay
made
out
it
of
big.
sleep. If you
9
wanted to
o'clock at
function
night, I'm
properly,
yawning like I'm sick.
if you wanted to function properly,
I think like you said, the diversity is a must. I think creativity and one thing I'm big on is like being square. Like some people take that as aggression, but at the same time, like this is me. This is what you got me here for. But at the same time, people love for you to be you, but they don't want you to be you for them. So good or bad, you got to take that. So like, if I throw a whack joint, I'm willing to take that. But that person got to be credible. Shouts out to the whole Goodfellas crew. Shouts out to all the people in nightlife in Columbia. It's a lot of good promoters here, man. It's a lot of good promoters. And what I'm just saying, like I think one thing that's missed, one, we need camaraderie. We need to really link up and support one another. It shouldn't be, oh, he's doing that, I'm not going to that. I understand like it's not an age group, but as you get older, you realize like people their focus shifts to mortgages, it shifts to college, it shifts to retirement, it shifts to I just want to pay this house off, or I don't want a car note, so I'm gonna double up. So you got to be willing to say, okay, I'm gonna step back to step up. I don't want to be out. I got babies, man. I got a family, so Friday. I can't be out every Friday, but I can bring you a banger every 3, 4, 5, 3, 4 months, where you understand like what you're paying for. Because I don't want to bring you out just to say, okay, it's gonna be this. So if I'm bringing you out there, I wanted to step up to a level where you could dream, where you could see, I like this. Because I can't say the promoters in Columbia have decreased. I think it's all the way around. I just think that social media just it gave us such a boost that we got kind of complacent. Like we stopped passing out flyers. We stopped going to other cities. We should be in Charlotte. We should be in Sumter. We should be in Charleston to support whoever. Like we got to build an alliance, not only outside of those other cities, but just here in Columbia, because it's us. If people say there's nothing to do and you consider yourself a promoter of nightlife, that's a problem.
Kirk really opened my eyes to that aspect when it comes to influence. Many of us are very savvy on the internet, but if you're not careful, from TikTok to Facebook to Instagram to Snapchat, all of those, the algorithms that these systems have set limit your scope, where you're thinking you're reaching
until you pay them.
So here's the thing. I have a marketing person I talk to. I call my mentor. And they were having a conversation with me the other day, and they said people in Columbia will feel like they are popping if you get 1,000 likes. If you say, oh, my video had 1,000 views. But there's 5.1 million people in South Carolina. If you got 1,000 people watching or 1,000 people liking, you're not even chipping a tip of the iceberg out. They don't even notice that scratch.
You remember that Country Wayne video when he's like, I can't hang with you no more. I got 1,000 likes. Regular. I'm up there now. You regular. I can't hang with you no more.
Because it's not a lie. And what we don't realize is that it's not.
Yes, it is. But in the big scope of things, it's not.
It's not anymore. Right.
If I throw a party with 1,000 people, that was a big ass party.
But if you throw a party with 1,000 people and you throw that in a small space, when we talked about this before,
we ain't gonna throw 1,000 people at Williams-Brice Stadium.
But so that's the thing.
But if I get the Sweet 16, I got 1,000 people, nigga, everybody not getting in.
But see, that's what I'm saying. As an influencer or a promoter in nightlife, I want Williams-Brice Stadium.
That's it. So like when we were saying, I want a nice podcast, I don't want to compare to a podcast in Columbia. I want CNN. And that's where your mindset goes bigger. I don't want to be the biggest fish in the pond. I want to be the whale in the ocean. I've never wanted to be the basic moment there. I don't want to be the best in Columbia. I want to be something nationwide or worldwide.
It's so much bigger than your backyard, though.
It's bigger than 290.
Like it's no different from when you go out of state, out of town, whatever. You come back to Columbia, like we don't have this here, huh?
I mean, it's no place like that. But if 1,000 people sounds like a lot, if you think of 1,000 people coming to your house, but like you said, 1,000 people don't sound like nothing if you at the Coliseum.
Right.
Williams
We
Bryce.
are people. What I've always said is even when I'm motivational speak, I always say, think of your best dream, not dream bigger. We are so small minded when it comes to
we
dreams.
are.
We're like, oh, 1,000
like that,
people,
yeah.
$100 a ticket. I'm rich. No, you're not. You're not. You have to
Pretty
think
good, though.
bigger
That's
than that.
$100,000.
that's pretty
By
good,
the
though.
time you think about all the stuff you got,
No. I
to
concur.
share with,
I
it
concur
ain't it.
wholeheartedly. I know what you already know my number. I'm like, yo, I want 6,000 people. I want
That's the
6,000 people.
smallest something he going for now.
That's a small line that's big for now.
Right.
Because like what I'm saying is like when you're in a position to motivate, encourage, or influence, like you got to just make people paradigm shift. And I always tell this when I speak, you can either look at your situation where it's dark and gloomy and procrastination and nowhere to dream. That's called nowhere. You could get up and get beside some people that's moving and you don't have an idea, but at the same time, you know you can't sit in your ass because they're moving. That's called we're now here. Same letters, but you word it how you want. And I just need us to go abroad because if I can't do something, it's like I got you're a contractor and you say, hey, I'm willing to pay X amount of dollars to get something done. I can't do it, but I'm gonna hold on to it and try to go to school to get this done. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Ian could get it done. I want to support this by spreading love to Metro and say, yo, Ian, I'm gonna throw you a lob. He's more than likely gonna do a kickback. It gives me an advantage to help what I couldn't get done now. So I just think that like it's not always gonna be about you as the promoter. It's really about the people you serve and the people who you think got influence.
And I think that like
it's cool.
Like you were saying with the events, you don't like the events because they're bringing the same people every time.
No, that's not I don't
But
like
not don't like them, but you're saying diversity. What I'm getting to is that if you really are putting together an event, there are places right now all across the US that people travel to go to. You're sitting there planning to take trips to get to that place. So when you're looking up, you're seeing different people. We are thinking that, look, mama, we made it because everybody that went to school with me.
No, like
you
that doesn't work. Like listen, what I'm saying, if you've been getting attention, it's fool's gold.
It is fool's
So
gold.
what I'm saying is like the lake. What is somebody from Charlotte? What's somebody from Myrtle Beach attraction to Columbia? Like that's my vision. That's my job to create that. And at the same time, it's got to be so scary. I want other promoters to know, like, it's so scary, I can't even do this shit alone. Like, I need you to bring that in. It's some hellified promoters out here, but it's a lot of us are stubborn. And I too have been stubborn in my vision, but at the same time, like looking back in hindsight, you're like, oh man, it could have been so much bigger. I could have been a part of this, or it could have went to that, or we supposed to be traveling with this. Like Columbia has a lot of influence and a lot of things that are just beautiful, but at the same time, we're content with being in Columbia.
I was on your back when it came to kicking it with dads the last couple of years. You were like, I just want a few dads out here. And I said, hurt bigger. And I said, my goal, I told you this. I said, you have 2 years. I said, and I promise you this, I'm going to make you outgrow Sesquite. They're going to tell you it's too much. We can't.
I think we might have come to that this year, though. Because we had niggas, in line, and niggas couldn't get in.
It was last year too.
Cats couldn't get in this year.
But this year it was evident.
It's the reality of it, because while we're sitting, like you said, you're wanting to think, dog, 1,000 people is big in my backyard. But like you said, I'm looking at William Bryce, and I'm trying to figure out how we can make it to where there's a line outside of William Bryce, and now we up in a different amphitheater. You can't do William Bryce. You got to break William Bryce up with going to Charlotte. You got to break Charlotte up with going to New York, because you got to see people where they're at, because they all can't come to you. I tell people that dream big. Make a demand.
They got to scare you. It has
but you got to have the patience for it too, though. Because season 1 of this, what we doing right here, we had 100 viewers. Season 2, we got up to 750. Now we had 1.5K, which, like you said, not a lot. But you got to have that patience to wait for that shit to grow.
It builds.
You have to, because we're building. I don't personally know 1,000 people, so anybody I don't know that's watching, I appreciate you like a motherfucker. I'm just saying, you got to have that patience, and you got to bring, like you said, people want to know who is CTS now. A lot of people who are out of them 1,000 subscribers ain't from Columbia. So we're making noise somewhere. The people are starting to listen.
You're going to make it, the home is going to be the last place where you're going to be.
Last place, but,
and I'm cool with that.
I laugh. I laugh when I tell him this. I say this to you a lot. That's cool for me, but it's bigger than that. I want to come to a point where we can't make our own flyers. we're so at a place where we don't sit around and make our flyers no more because it's not the quality we need for the billboards.
Right.
It's not the quality you need for things. You want to come to a spot where you're
Get y'all
moving
a billboard
different.
for Christmas.
Like
man.
if
That's
you
gonna be my
are
gift to y'all.
a business owner, you don't ever see that Publix closes because they don't feel good today, or they have an emotional moment. And I'm not saying that you can't have an emotional moment, but business needs to run whether you up, down, or indifferent because you have established that.
I agree.
But we are so busy on you make a couple of $1,000s and you like I made it. No,
but that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't want to just make it. I want to make it a bit broader than just promotion. That's like where the mindset here is. Like if you got $1,000, you got to understand there's another 1,000 on the other end.
10,000.
I know, but at the same time, like you can't even say 10,000 because they're like, get out of here, you run a game. So you got to give them 1,000 at a time. But what N was saying to comment on that, what he was saying, it takes patience. I concur wholeheartedly, but well, it's hard when you getting up on social media for some people, and you feel as if though your vision or your dream or whatever is taking off. So it enables you to make ill-advised decisions, and you start rushing things. There goes that quality, because you don't have a team. And then you start just putting out stuff that you didn't, you got grammatical errors. There goes that quality because you don't have a team with somebody who's taking behind you. So what I'm saying is like, if you want, what's the old saying? If you want to get somewhere fast, go alone. If you want to get somewhere,
something like that. I know what you're saying.
You don't want to get food again.
It takes a lot to really sit back. You have to build a plan. You have to first think of the plan, think of the dream. So you have to have the vision and the dream. You got to still believe it. And then you have to set up, you always say this, set up and write out your plan. And then you have to stick to it and execute it. And a lot of people do not think of that situation. You get a little bit, if we have a small, if we look up and all 50 people who watch us are the same 50 people we see at the same stuff, we're not growing.
Although we appreciate y'all watching.
We do
but
appreciate
it's not a lack of appreciation. It's kind of like you want to look up and people who don't know you say, hey, I heard when you did this, because it's not just, we don't just get out here for just to kick it for our health. Sometimes we say, oh, that's good information. I want them to know that. Oh, this person does mortgages. I want to talk about it.
It's just, you got to believe in your give. My thing is this, like, you got to believe in your give. When you building something, you got to know it's somebody in Arizona that need it. You got to know it's somebody in LA that need it. You got to know somebody in New York that need it. You got to know somebody in Atlanta that need it.
Across this nation needs this good down south wisdom that we kicking every
day. Yeah, but what I'm saying is like, it's not gonna happen if you just worry about Columbia.
No, I agree.
Unless somebody from LA, New York, California come get a postcard and go back home and say, hey, this is who I'm talking about. Like, yo, you got so many avenues and resources just to make yourself abroad. So what I'm saying is sometimes it's not your season. It may not, it may be your turn, but it's not your season.
I'm gonna give the most honest conversation in the whole wide world. And when I say
you've been lying this whole time,
I've been lying the whole time. When I say dream big and then I say go bigger, I'm so serious. Well, one day, a couple of years ago, a couple of us ladies were at work and at lunch and talking about houses. And so one lady was like, I usually go on Zillow and look up $1 million homes. And all of us kind of looked at her like, why in the hell do you look up $1 million homes? Like, we ain't got no $1 million job. Like, what are you doing? And she stopped us and said, I'm just looking at them. You can go and view them or different things, but I'm not saying I bought it, but your mindset won't even let you look at it.
Word.
Think about that.
Word.
And it made me stop one day and realize you are so small-minded in some situations that your mind won't even let you look at things that are, you dream about, I want a big house, but your mind does not even let you look at that. Go to Zillow, look in your backyard and see the $1 million homes in your own area.
You got to.
Your mind won't let you think of that. Oh, I just want to go out and I want to sell t-shirts. But go look at Nike, because Nike wasn't Nike when they first came out.
Right.
Or they were a different brand and then they changed their name and it took off. Go think bigger. Don't just think in that small.
They got to scare you.
It's gotta scare you.
You can start small. And my aunt told me to do this one time and I hate her for it because I can never go back. But she was like, next time you take a flight, fly first class. I guarantee you'll never want to go back to coach or business again in your life. And that's just a couple extra $100. Go fly first class on your next flight that's over 2 hours. And I guarantee you that's going to be your mind is for the rest of your life.
Word.
You can't be stuck in I always speak
it's
about
exposure,
curses.
but
Poverty is poverty mindset is a generational curse. You can't,
because it's a survival mindset.
It's a survival mindset. And I always say, We're not the generation that's here to survive. We're the here to thrive generation. And you really got to think that tonight, don't Google or Zillow or look up the house that you're like, oh, what's within my budget? Dream bigger. Don't limit God. You limit yourself, but don't limit.
That's the old saying, aim for the stars. You still end up in the clouds. Like my whole thing is
Shoot
like,
for the moon and hit a couple stars.
I just think it's just Columbia just got so much to offer. I just think that like with all the construction that's going on around the city or whatever, it's a lot of opportunities. Like I think we should be collaborating more because you could get money from promotion and honestly become a real estate mogul. You get money from promotion and honestly, but like you could be a politician here. You could do whatever you want. What I'm saying is like when I'm having an event, I'm already having that event for something else I want down the line. So like.
Advertise yourself.
You got
I got on a CTS shirt
like,
every time we go somewhere.
We got such and such that's willing to come in town. Can you get them? I don't have a venue right now, and I probably don't have the time. But my whole thing's like, let me make a call, and I'll give it to my man. My man just might give me VIP, shout outs and whatever. So I'm right around the corner. 2 months later, I got an event. Guess what my man did? He brought like 50, 60 people in there. Like sometimes it's not going to be in the monetary form initially. Like you got to put some skin in the game, and I think. Far as anything in business in the life, you got to be willing to serve. Like we're some them type people. We're not us. We're not me. We're not I. Like we want to support them. We got to go move on. I'll do that
because he speaks so.
No, because like
I mean I feel what he's saying.
But he's right. That's right.
I serve. I serve. So like
if serving you is gonna serve me,
and I don't want no gimmies.
But isn't that what I always told you? Your selfishness is gonna bring the community up. Haven't I always told you that?
Yeah, you did. You did. You're not, bro. I've heard that, and you've been one person to say, "Yo, be selfish, bro. Don't make it about everybody else. Like, be selfish." Like my whole mantra is connections with one another. Like Metro, money earned through real organization. You know what I'm saying? Spread love the Metro way. Like I mean that. I made the shirts. So when y'all out here listening to radio stations, they saying Metro certified. They didn't think about that till I farted on it. So my whole thing is like, money. Yeah, gas money. But like, no, what I'm saying is like, I'm not saying it to throw a shot. I'm saying it to be like, yo, I got onto something that I was just having fun with, but to have an influence and realize that I didn't capitalize on it because I didn't have that team of people to say, yo, this is get the buzz. I think we need to trademark this. So it's significant that you just got to think of yourself like last. You really just want to get your vision on.
People don't realize some of the things that just stepping one step, just taking that first step will do for you. I laugh and talk with Ken a lot, and Ken said that not Miguel, but the other Ken Walker. He says the videos right now you're seeing.
Shout out to Ken. I got some of the restaurants I got to go check out because of that boy.
Amazing with all the stuff. Ken will tell you that the videos with the restaurants and different things, it was a dare. It was like, I bet I can show you what to do in Colombia, and it took off. And to this point now, you're like, oh wow, with Google and all these different things, but the man's behind the scenes, that man's hustle and ambition. You said it before. He won't tell himself no.
Word.
Stop telling yourself no.
Stop telling yourself
Let
no.
them tell you no. He says that all the time. I'm never gonna tell me no. So go for it. And too many of us won't go for different things.
No, let them tell you no. You ain't.
But influence that a lot. But the influence of social media thinking like you're gonna look stupid.
Well, social media also gives you a false pretense because there's a lot of broke people with 1 million followers.
It is.
And so social media will make you, because you seem like you're popular, you're not popping because it's not coming into you as a money wise. And you're big on that.
Yeah.
Because you'll say you got 1 million people, but you can't get 5 people to come to something for you.
That's free. That's free. Like what vexes me is I want to grow and evolve, right? So if I say, okay, if I'm able to accumulate these people to get in a venue, I want to be able to serve the community. You'll be surprised how easy it is to get somebody to pay $500 for a VIP table, opposed to bringing their 5 kids out for free and have hamburgers and hot dogs. So it's kind of disturbing in a way because at the same time, my focus has shifted to where I want to be and my passion. That it upset me at first, but at the same time, when you get with a team of people who are doing stuff such as Jamal, such as Kawan, such as Alex, such as CJ, such as a T. Owens, like, and so many other people that have been along the way, the Sigmas, the Qs, like, it's some people out there that care. So I was willing to walk away from what I thought was a lot of people to get with the right people to get the people that I need. So I realized going into that, I had to serve. And serving those people has been able to be the reason why Kicking It with Dads has been a success. So like I don't know. Just like I just think collaboration is just so cool, and
Be
I think
willing
that's
to
needed.
learn too. Don't always assume you're in your own bubble of know-it-all. Be open to learn. And I'm not meaning just learn from like, I'm going to sit down and learn with millionaires. A bum can teach you how to get a house. A homeless person
Right.
can teach you how to gain a mortgage.
Right.
Knowledge can come from anywhere. And sometimes when you sit and you learn from people, you'll realize some of the most amazing things. Kawana sit you down in a minute and tell you about
Sit you
pricing
down. Yeah.
and how to charge and what to do. And it's not a matter of, oh, well, I'm pulling people's
It's for
money.
your
It's
service.
a matter of service. And she will break it down for this is your time, this is your effort.
Your time is your money.
Man, that's your,
And I want y'all to think something like
your
people.
greatest asset.
People
is
so
time.
naive. People so naive in life to think that that we're so self-centered to believe that a crackhead was born a crackhead. That may have been a fucking professor.
Might have been a million.
They got
He
a
was
bad
an
lick.
NFL star, bro.
So what I'm saying is that may have been an NFL star, and he's trying to tell you about in and out breaks,
Right.
and you don't want to learn.
You
So
ain't
my
not
whole
listening.
thing is like, don't look at the book. Open it up and read the message. Like, give somebody a chance, because somebody got to give you a chance. You got to be humble enough to like give somebody their chance to have their moment.
That's one of the things, Herc, I will say. I got to credit to you with you big on this one. Social media has probably been one of the biggest distractions.
It's been a detriment.
But it's also
a blessing.
been-
But
it's a blessing.
it's a
It's
big,
definitely a blessing.
but it's also a big distraction.
It's abused.
Because when he just said what he said about the learning and knowledge, you get so focused on the ins and outs, the petties, the conversations, the little the knickknacks on the internet that you do think you're too big to grow and learn. You know, they go out there and say, oh, well, you listen to crackheads, you must be stupid. That's a meme trending. Now nobody wants to listen to this person, but that person might be the one that gives you the gift or the prophecy that makes you a millionaire. But your ears are closed to the knowledge you have to have because you got distracted. You've got to be willing to open your mind to hear the knowledge that God has for you. And it can come from anywhere at any time.
Anybody.
And half the time it's coming out of a book or a conversation with people. It's not just coming.
It could come from anything. Like not to get biblical on you or whatever, but
get biblical.
Okay. Let's go, Jesus. No, I mess with you. But like, no, you remember the old story that the man said he met Jesus, and Jesus said, I'm gonna come see you Sunday. I'm gonna come see you Sunday. And he said, okay, you're gonna see me Sunday. So he went home and he ran to his wife and she said, Jesus is coming to see us Sunday. Let's prepare this spread. Let's get this whole dish going out, right? And halfway through the process, they got ham, they got turkey, they got chicken, they got roast, they got mashed potatoes, scallops, whatever you want. It's the best. It's Jesus, right? We laying it out. So a bum comes by and say, hey, I haven't eaten in 3 months. 3 months, you know, like just be eating out of trash can. I don't know what a good hot meal is. Can I have that? And he reached for a bun. And she said, this is for Jesus, right?
You missed that's what Jesus sent you.
Okay. So an old lady comes and said, I got 3 grandkids over there. Their mother, you know, she smack, don't smack. I just want to know, I smelled it from the projects. Can I have a loaf of bread? That's for Jesus, right?
Mm-hmm.
An old guy comes and said, listen, I'll pay you money, but my debit card it's honestly damaged right now. He showed the bank account and said, that's a scam, but anyway, that's for Jesus. So they waited. 12 o'clock comes. Jesus walks in. And she said, Jesus, we had the spread for you. We're sorry, Lord. The food is cold. Everything's going, and the quality of the food, I'm sorry I disappointed you. He said, you didn't disappoint me by the food. She said, well, we prepared this for you. We waited for you all day. He said, I came to you 3 times.
I came to you 3 times.
I came to you 3 times. So if you got it and it's in your heart, give it. Because at the same time, like you should have a life that's so full you want to die empty. I want to pour all into everybody I love.
Nothing on the table.
Everything I love, everybody I love, and their vision. Because it's like shouts out to my cousin Damon. I'm gonna give him a shout out to Mr. Seafood and saying
Grind Life
Athletics.
That's an end of Grind Life, end of Blackstone Construction. We were kids from Big 60 sitting at the bus stop. We're doing exactly what we want to do. And what we said we were doing, we still connected. But his Mr. Seafood restaurant, that's my restaurant. I believe in his vision that much that he don't have to tell me to post. And I don't post as much as him, but when I'm thinking about it, that's my restaurant. So like you gotta fall behind people that you believe in, and those that believe in you, that gotta come a piece of your vision because
you don't get blessed if you don't give.
You don't. You got to serve.
I mean, you can be selfish, as in sometimes you got to take time for yourself and push your dream because you know that you're carrying so many on your back. But you can't be selfish to the point that you don't help anybody else. You think that the world is all about you. You have to be able to give grace and mercy that you want back. And although we sit up here, we laugh.
Say I don't know. Don't be afraid to say I don't know.
We'll eat, we'll cuss, we'll do all this up here. When it comes to faith and believing, that's the only thing that'll carry you so far. And you mentioned a good point there. You have to be willing to serve God's people if you want God to serve you. And that's the number one thing. You cannot cast out a net and think you're gonna get a whole bunch of fish if you walk around here selfish and nasty all the time.
You just got to show
one of your biggest things about influence, and I was hoping you were gonna say it, but you haven't. Kirk, you have compassion for people.
Yes, you gotta love people. I love people, but sometimes I hate people. It's the truth. You know, like I love my kids, and sometimes I'm like, you just don't listen. You know what I'm saying? But like, you gotta put yourself in the, because we all mess up. I could be doing something right now that I think is 100% cool, and somebody across the street just critiquing me, and it's 100% wrong. But at the same time, you gotta be willing to have that conversation, because if it's you got to be critiqued on certain things. You got to have that constructive criticism. I don't want nobody around me that thinks I'm right all the time. I just want to be challenged. I really just want to sit on the floor with you two, some cheap champagne and a pen in the pad.
You ain't lying about that floor.
You know,
Yeah,
so
but
like,
when it comes to what we're doing, tell you right now, I've always told everybody this: I want to be the weakest link in my crew. Because if I'm the weakest link, and I'm not the brag, but I think I'm doing pretty good in life, nigga, my team is the best shit walking.
We're in trouble because he ain't the weakest link. You gotta make him
he's
weak.
not the weakest link.
I'm definitely the weakest link.
I'm the weakest link, bro.
No, I'm definitely the weakest.
No,
See how we arguing who the weakest link is? That's the team you
I'm
want.
the weakest link.
That's the team you want.
I ain't never said I was the weakest link.
You just did. See how quick she said it and try to retract that? Like, nah, nigga, not me.
I said we gotta figure something out because you talking about Doug. You ain't the weakest link.
I'm definitely
You're not.
y'all looking at it.
You're not the weakest.
No, I'm saying from a different aspect of what the
This is
camera sees
Fuji's,
when I
bro.
bring
I'm getting a superstar to come out, bro.
But even Ghetto Superstar went platinum, my nigga.
But not like the score.
It doesn't matter. I still went platinum.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? He went
Ooh,
platinum.
la,
Niggas
la,
saying he
la.
wasn't shit.
This is the way that we do. How'd it go?
How did first go?
I remember the skit though. You remember that in the Chinese restaurant?
Yeah.
You are not alone. I'll be right out. You remember that skit, bro? That album was classic. I said in the garage the other night, and honestly, like that's the premise of our show. We really love hip hop. We can agree to disagree. We're very passionate to the point that
eat, sleep, and talk
veins appear in our neck because we're that passionate about what we want. But before they made YouTube about music,
They had
I had a pager.
They had her.
Toot your own horn, Herc.
I'm so profound on music. It's a shame.
Nah, dead ass.
Don't brag on yourself. No, but like we love music.
But I mean,
so
it's
much.
to the point where Chris was about to do that show, and she's like, "Yo, my nigga E'll kill it, nigga. Yeah, I'm gonna be good, but I gotta call my nigga Hurt." You know what I'm saying? Like three of us knew, we each knew another nigga who the music sheet was real.
Yeah,
I'm
you know what I'm saying?
Ian was gonna kill it on the show. Ian does this thing where he's never gonna brag on himself, and he's never gonna be like, "Yo, bring me." But I was sitting and I was like, "Yo, we got to get on this show." And Ian was like, "Oh, they're not gonna like me."
Oh, they're not gonna like me.
No, he's a truth teller
And I
too.
was like,
That's another one of his gifts too.
and
He's
I
a
was
truth
like,
teller.
well, here's the well, dang, we don't need to bring him on. He's not gonna like him. I'm telling you, they're not gonna like me. But then he goes and gives me like 36 music facts, and we're arguing for 4 hours about music. And I was like, but I think they would love him. And I was like, okay, well, never mind.
And I was like, think you like that?
Nah, they're not gonna like me. And I was like, hey, can you do me a favor?
We gotta start giving out. We gotta start getting out promotional perks, merch, and all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But every time we say nah, that's our common word.
That's your
Nah. It's got it too. Nah.
It's so bad. You, Ian, and Tamika got a shirt that say nah.
How much it costs? Are you crazy? Nah. No, it's not. No, we don't need it. No.
Every time I brought her a price,
I'll jog there 3 miles. That's nothing.
I had a better chance doing a presentation.
I played badminton
Ian.
in high school. I'm still in shape.
So Ian, listen, on here we need. It says the camera will do. Can we please? I get a better chance presented to you than Mr. Nah, because unless I say I went to Dollar Tree, he's not gonna let it happen.
I'm frugal. I'm not cheap. Okay, I will give I would give you the shirt off my back.
Shouts out to Tanya Ricks. We don't even listen to him.
Shouts out to my baby. She'll tell you, I give you shirt off my back, but I gotta have some questions. Like, okay, is it
Tanya
raining where
is,
you're at? Is it cold where you're at?
So they didn't have Hanes. You had to get the
You
Ralph
had
Lauren.
to get I just want to know what's going on before I give mine. And then if it's an alternative, guess what I'm gonna say? Nah.
Tanya Ricks is my Nike. Tanya Herc said, just do it.
She knows.
Okay.
She thought I was cheap when we first started dating. She like
thinks she knows.
she's like, you always order water with lemon. I'm like, you see me do the cheap thing, like just squeeze
That's
and make
why
lemonade.
God sent you, because you're
I like water.
but you're quality. Like
I like
Herc
Whoa,
be like,
whoa.
Herc be like, Herc be like,
Well,
Deer
turn
Park.
the mic off, Chris. Turn the mic off, Chris. The hell you need?
Herc is gonna be like, Deer Park is on sale. You're gonna be like, nah. Don't you get that nasty water? It'll last longer if we get
And that young lady is accurate.
I'm gonna come to Ian and be like, yo, they got this $97 water. We're gonna
get
be
that
talking
beef.
Deer Park.
Nah, you know my favorite words. I get religious when it comes to prices. GV, are you with me? Great value, are you with me? Ouch. That cheese took an hour to melt, but it's cheese.
No, Herc.
It's cheese.
Not an hour.
Put a torch to it and it'll melt.
The ground beef don't even grind up.
The ground beef is.
It be wormy.
Is this hash and rice? It's great value beef. 100%. Can't you read?
Shit.
Why does meat look like spaghetti? This is terrible.
But back to topic though, seriously.
Okay.
If y'all want to do this
The lights
podcast
in
thing,
hand.
I say go for it. Watch us, watch all the other ones that you'll see on every platform.
I agree.
Take a piece and come with yours. Make sure the premise of yours is something that you love, though.
Ma-
Like we do other
Yeah.
conversations, but our love
Right.
right here is strictly about this music.
I'm gonna get on my
And I'm not
soapbox.
talking about just rap and R&B. We'll
Yeah.
give you a country song. We'll give you some. Tonight the music seems so loud.
I wish that we could lose this crowd.
Should've never
Maybe
It's better this way. We let it
each other with the
think we wanted to say. We could have been so good together. We could have had this dance forever. But now who's gonna dance with me? Please don't. I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty. Man, where you at?
I was letting you have it.
Like
You saw me close my eyes?
I saw you.
You saw me close. Yo, this how it was. He was
But
like, let
what
him
I
have
was
it.
saying is that's the premise of our podcast is our love for music, not just hip hop,
Yes.
not just rap, not just R&B. We love music.
I'm gonna tell you
So
something.
find your premise, and you'll venture out to different conversations.
You
We do
will.
a battle
You
of
will.
sexes.
You
You
will.
will.
We doing like right now. We doing informational. Stick to your premise and figure out every now and then. But
Kawan was so
enjoy it.
pivotal in that conversation one day because Kawan said to me, everybody who feels like they lost a loved one thinks they need a nonprofit. Not everybody needs a nonprofit.
everybody needs to know.
Every good conversation you have with your homeboys or homegirls does not result in a podcast.
Right.
And don't be afraid. And don't be afraid. Anybody who starts a podcast, don't be afraid to take the constructive criticism for your friends. Because
Oh,
nigga,
No.
if your mixtape ain't popping, nigga, just
Yeah,
understand.
let me
your
know.
mixtape ain't
Yo,
popping.
that's real. If my
I love
mixtape
our
not popping,
people.
don't make me go print 1,000.
and when I
Yo,
tell you, I
Tell
love
me
our
what we missing from the show.
because our people are honest. They be like, nah, we ain't like that one. Yeah,
Nah.
we like it. And you start to open up. We've met some great people.
Yes,
We've
we
had
have.
some phenomenal conversations. We've
Yes, we have.
learned a lot. Sometimes I ain't gonna lie to y'all. We don't do this for y'all. We do it for us because we learned some great stuff from some amazing
Yes.
people on it.
Be honest,
Yes.
y'all, man. This is our chance to get together once a week and just talk.
Yes, yes.
And we love each other.
We
so
call it
now
talking
we
shit, telling lies.
They tell lies.
But no, another thing too that we need to bring up, that be honest with it, you should be passionate in your podcast, but not
Yeah.
emotional, because
Yes.
some people on your podcast is gonna have opinions that you don't agree with, but your audience may, and your job is to serve the audience. So go at it for full throttle and full of passion, but at the same time, don't go in there with your emotions
And be
involved.
comfortable, man. As you can see, we on here drinking, you know.
And we're gonna be comfortable because
Y'all drinking down there?
Oh, I'm drinking.
Is that why that bar's over there?
Oh, I'm drinking.
Is that why that bar's
Oh, you
over
over there
there?
right there?
I need another one. So I will tell you this: that this
You just
year,
wanted that color like my name was Benson?
please, can I have
Dun,
another
dun,
one?
dun, dun, dun,
Like I'm Jeffrey from
And
LA.
next time, cover it up. Don't check me on. like
I mean,
that.
nigga, I can cover mine, but you know, we have good. We're now in season 3. We have good quality microphones. You
can't
still
even
gonna
check
hear it.
me.
Hold up, y'all had the liquor bottle down there by y'all.
Mind your business and stay down there in your
Didn't
corner.
you? Oh, don't act like you ain't got nothing at your right foot. Under the whole champagne bottle under.
No, no. I left that in the refrigerator. I don't.
I will tell you
I've been
this,
drinking
though.
third flu.
Shut up. What you told me, organic water, your dirty water.
That's like the
That's-
true hippie.
I'm about to say, ain't nobody told you 3 a.m. Slim?
No, nobody called him
you
that.
No, nobody calls him that.
No,
We will say though,
nobody calls him
this
that.
this season, although we've come in and we're gauging everything, we are going to come in with a lot of different things. We want
Please chime
we
in. Tell us
know
what y'all want us
that
to talk
the
about.
economy is different. We know that relationships were different. We know that mental health is real. We know that domestic violence is real. So
Yes.
you're going to start to see more of those conversations. Sure, we'll get up here and we'll cut up and have these moments where we just have a relaxed day because life gets hard. But we also are coming in October. So on October 4th, we got Jamal and a few guests coming in, and we're going to be talking about domestic violence, which is big to talk about because it's hitting our young people more now than ever.
Yes.
We also have
We bringing in Ike Turner?
No.
You know, he quit the slap a bitch.
Go sit down. Under the blanket. We're also going to bring in a financial advisor. And this time, we're not just bringing in people who tell you how well they do it, their money, but we're talking to ones who tell you what to do right now with yours, where to put it at. We want to have someone come in and talk to you about credit repair because people get terrified about credit, but there's a certain level of wealthy people who break and make it every day. So we're going to bring in that information. We want to have a mortgage expert come in because the housing market is crazy.
And again, like, not to cut you off, Chris, but like she said, we're sorry to cut you off, Chris. You just went like did your little huff. They can't hear it, but I felt
I didn't huff. I went to take a look
He
at
heard
it.
it. Listen,
Can I check?
heard it in the microphone.
No, all jokes.
I got Jackson
We do
5.
this because like we're up here having fun, but these people are bringing on like this information you need. Like it's not to be ashamed of everything. Like we everybody has certain things they need to work on. So we're able to bring that person or the individual who's proven. Take heed to the information.
I agree. And so we're going to bring a lot of things that will help many people, from life to love to bringing in people who give you moments to think. You know, we all think we know it all. Like you say, social media has everybody thinking that the memes are dictating your relationships. We got to get back to free thinking. We got to get back to figuring out what works for you because it's not a one size fits all for relationships and love and life. It's what works for your house. We got to talk about finances because some people's finances work different for different people. But
Money management is very.
money management is
You're the age
anybody out there has a better album than Killer Mike this year.
Killer Mike has the best album of the year.
I mean, we
even though my God Nas, he has the best album of the year.
I want to laugh.
He has the best album of the year.
I want us to have two battle rappers come on and go at it live.
No, we're not about to bring the battle rappers on. We should bring the DJs back though. That was dope.
That was dope, right?
Hey, old school, new school.
Hey, I mean, you know that boy DJ.
That boy good. Tell us we can't have battle rappers. You ain't even gonna be here when they get here.
I've been around the world.
From London to the Bay.
It's Hammer Go, Hammer MC, Hammer Yo, Hammer and the rest of it. Man, don't make bars.
Don't.
I love that you're your own hype person. How many of y'all in your head talk to you?
17.
Like,
what's my young boy name? DJ
16. Earl just went to the store.
I think that in your brain they be like, say that shit, her, go her, get it. You just go with it.
Do it again. Do it again.
Do they cheer you on too? Yes. Is it a group of women screaming your name?
I just told you what Earl said.
Hey, he heard him too when he started dancing in the corner.
Cause he got him two in his head. They left.
I think I don't.
For
I
real.
can't lie to you.
No. Also, coming up with Kicking It with Dads, we got October 1st. We're gonna go from the back to the front. We got October 1st right now. We're gonna be at the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings tailgate. We're gonna go at about 10 o'clock.
Make the noise. Make the noise.
Is that the noise you wanted?
Yes, thank you.
Yo, you see I got hyped and went back nonchalant?
Right.
Is that the noise
Is that
you
what
wanted?
you was looking for?
No, but we're gonna be up there.
It's so funny.
We're gonna be tailgating at the Carolina Panthers game with the Vikings. So you need to look into that. Check on our pages. Hurt Ricks, Kicking It with Dads, N. Rodriguez, Crystal. Last
I
name.
do Humphrey. I go by Soul. I'm letting the name retire.
Humphrey.
Make the noise. Make the
Also, we're gonna have Kicking It with Dads. We're gonna go fishing on the 23rd of September. So bring your kids out. Come on, bring.
We got a 40th birthday party on that night, don't we?
We got a 40th birthday party. We're also gonna be Celebrate my man Robert Williams of LR, my homie, the corporate cowboy, the homeboy that's always good. I like, I really would like to celebrate Rob. Like Rob celebrates, bro.
Right, Rob was my boy. I'm gonna be in the building.
Cool as they come.
I'm gonna be there.
Rob Williams.
The ladies are ordering clothes.
Rob, we're coming through. We're coming through. Like we already know. Shouts out to the good fellas. Shouts out to Greg Lord, T. Owens, Geechee Black, Dudley, Mike Knight. Who did I leave out? Melly Mel.
You already said Geechee, right?
Don't let Mel still
Melly Mel. I'm the dude promoting the dudes, talking about the dude.
Talking about the other dude.
So like, no, we're just gonna have a lot of fun, man. Everything's warming up. A lot of people going to fourth quarter. We about to be at these venues just having fun and just getting out. We just want everybody to be safe. We want everybody to dream. We don't want everybody to like have that confidence that exudes in them. So like, go through life just sharing, man. Just be positive.
We'll be here every Wednesday for y'all. We're not missing no more of this month. I ain't gonna say nothing unless a family emergency comes up, but most likely we're gonna be right here.
That hurricane was full of. Hey, I was
a little pissed off.
I saw one
raindrop. I saw one raindrop.
They canceled school. You know how much money I lost that day, man.
I wanted them kids in school so bad, don't know how to feel.
I don't understand, like, nigga, when we was in school, a hurricane coming, nigga, get under there, put your hands on your head.
Get in the
now,
hallway.
We canceling every day.
Get in the hallway. These kids are soft.
They like get your own kids. Y'all ain't about to school. Get your own kids. But we are definitely going to bring you more.
Shout out to KP Catering.
Shout out to KP Catering. You know, Tamika already asked when they're coming back to feed us.
Oh, Tamika, we love you so much.
Tamika, prepare for Thanksgiving.
We love you so much, Tamika.
So
we're gonna
networking on. If you want it, go for it. Don't be afraid to take constructive criticism, and make sure your podcast is based on something that you love.
Right.
Other than that, man, like I said, year 3, we ain't millionaires yet, but we gonna keep coming because we love this.
You don't know what
I said yet.
I've been working at McDonald's for 32 years. So you don't know what that overtime.
Don't limit my richness.
You don't know what that overtime.
I didn't say it wasn't coming.
I've been there since it was $7.45 an hour.
I sent them in count they bank. Mine don't have 6 zeros.
I'm loyal.
Don't worry about it. You said we got you, right? If we rich, you rich.
Let me get my 33%.
I count down the calculator. You just pen the paper.
You know I got it.
33.3, 33.3,
but
33.4, 100%. Let me get it.
I hate that he is so smart. Goddamn nerd.
He's pretty smart.
You know he was in top of his class and stuff.
Definitely top.
He wasn't student by the president like
he ain't a honor. He ain't my talent.
Nah, I was student by the president.
Nigga, you wasn't student by the president.
What? Are you crazy?
It was a popular.
I don't like politics.
You think Obama was just cool? It's a popularity contest. Why you mad at me?
Had him at Summerfest just because he wanted him there?
Yeah.
See,
she came with all her pencils and the notebooks. I just showed her like, no more taxes on subs. You got my vote.
I will tell anyone this, and then we're gonna let y'all go for the evening. Think right now, tonight. I will always say this, and I'm notorious for it. Grab your Bible, write out all of your dreams, and then write out bigger, and then sit it in Jeremiah 29:11. And that's what I do with mine.
What's 29:11 say?
What's 29:11 say?
I know the plans that I have for you. And it's where God talks about your plans to prosper. And you sit it in there and you pray over where you want to go. But you don't sit back. Do not dim someone else's light to make yours shine. Because I don't care how many people can make a red velvet cake. If God has a lane for you, your lane is going to shine and excel. I don't care how many lemonade stands there are. There's another country time out there.
There's 27 companies that make it.
Is that in the were they drinking lemonade in biblical times? Like, is that in the Bible?
No, I'm about to say
she was freestyling. Oh, okay. I thought you had like the new Millennium Testament.
You know what? New Testament.
I thought that was a new Chris Testament.
But,
King James and Queen Chris.
It
said if your friend got an EBT card, I'm trying to connect with you. Know your blessings.
It's a lot of things in life right now that many of us are our own blocks and your restrictions. Your mind is a battlefield. So make sure that every day you're fighting to win and you're fighting to go for what has for you. Like Herc said, don't leave nothing on the table. So with tonight, we came out to tell you that this ain't easy. We go through it. We update stuff. We have to sit and go through.
We give y'all late promos.
Links. We get late promos. Here he goes with the lateness. But it's because he stays on us that it makes us better in everything that we do. It's because I send out stuff. I challenge them to send me better. It's because I say, no hurt, dream bigger, that the visions that we come out with are 10 times bigger. We're just getting started. And anytime that we're connected to you, wherever we go, we're going to bring you with us. So we're asking everybody connected to us, watching us, futuristically watching, think about what your dream is and dream bigger and then go for it. Look at Fiverr, look at Canva, look at YouTube, look at Amazon, look at Spotify, look at StreamYard. There are other places. Get your mics, get your cameras, get whatever it is you need, but be the best you that you have inside of you. And we're telling you that we've done it and we're still going to do it. And we're hoping that you do the same. And that's what tonight was about. From influence to consistency and growth to creativity. Each one of us has a piece of the other that's in us, but we excel in our own lanes. When we come together, we are CTS.
What nugget you gonna leave us with? Because she just left us with a big ass nugget.
I'm far from cheap.
I left you with a chicken tender. You can do nuggets, but this was not a nugget.
We know who stay on horn on this show.
Make the horn sound. Make it sound. Make it sound. Make it sound.
You think you just put a quarter in my ass and I perform? Just drop a quarter in my ass and like,
and I'm supposed to just
do a trick.
Come on, Clubber Lane.
Do the horn thing. Do the horn thing.
I feel like that thing off of Shrek.
I don't know.
Do the roar.
Yeah, do the roar thing. Nah, same mantra, man. Spread love the Metro way. For real.
You didn't even make the horn sound. You were no fun.
Mirror, 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 mirror. Wong, wong, wong.
Oh shit!
I hate you.
Well, it seemed like a pretty good show.
Oh God! I wouldn't trade y'all for the world.
I wouldn't trade y'all for the world, man.
Vice versa.
Oh, what I'm gonna leave y'all with?
We're not. The last time I did, you pinched me.
You gotta throw it like this, bro.
That's what they did on Five Harveys after they killed the stage, ain't it?
JT, let's do it like we did in the tunnel.
But our powers
Is there a heart in the house tonight? Stand up. But what I'm gonna tell y'all, man, what the generational curse that I want us to break, and this is for all my people of color. CP time is not a good thing. Nah, you saying, oh goodness, man, but when people think of your name, they want you to know you're gonna be on time and you're gonna deliver. No, y'all ain't the only two black people that ain't ever show up on time.
I was on time today, bro. The day
he was early today.
The day I came on time,
I'm rubbing off on him. I'm rubbing off on him. What I'm saying is, I love it. When people say we on CP, that's not a compliment, y'all. It's not a compliment. Let's let motherfuckers know we know how to be on time, we know how to show up, and we gonna fucking perform to the best of our ability.
Yeah, good message, but the profanity, the vulgarity of that is just like you got real.
We're gonna do better.
We're gonna do better, bro. We're gonna be there.
John. No, now she want to get a hand bump. You see that? Now she want to get a hand bump. But time is the one thing in life we can never get back. So we can't waste it. That's why he got on a Ravens shirt. Them niggas ain't going for 5 and 12.
No, you're right, bro. I'm just driving for real.
I know.
We're gonna do better this year. Oh God, this year almost over. We're gonna do better for the rest of this year and all of next year. And we're gonna just do better. We're just gonna do better.
Anyway,
Why do you make that sound like Blank Man?
No, that's not Black Man. That's Roscoe from Martin.
No.
He's like, it's over. Why I say that,
You
mama?
guys do great with your time, dream big, and be successful at whatever you do. Whatever you start, finish it.
Love your team will love you.
That's it. That's all. Good night. You're gonna do better. You gotta do it.
I thought that was a one-to-two thing. That was a one-to-two.
No, you gotta roll your hand. You gotta roll your
hand.
hand.
Triplet.
Bro,
That was a one-to-two.
you gotta roll your hand like Eddie K.
Oh God. We're about to go off. We're gonna threaten. Stop licking.